Let me connect to PeerDB first with PSQL. First, I'll create the Postgres peer, which is an RDS instance, RDS Postgres instance running in East US. Next, I'm going to create the Snowflake peer. I have a script for that, and here if you see, I'm just running the /i PSQL command. Both the peers should be created, right? So the goal of this demo is to periodically sync a table in the Postgres peer to the Snowflake peer, right? And let's see the table first. So the table is the PG bench history table, and it has around 110 million rows. So it is significantly large. The next thing that I'll do is I'll kick off the create mirror command that PeerDB provides to periodically sync a table from Postgres to Snowflake. If you see it, you take the source peer and the target peer, which is Snowflake. Postgres is the source and Snowflake is the target. And then you have the select query, right? So you get complete flexibility to write whatever select you want on the source database, right? Here I'm just running a simple select star, and I'm specifying what is my watermark column, which is m time. So this is what is used to create partitions under the covers by PeerDB and stream those partitions to Snowflake. There are multiple options here that you get to specify. So this is the configurability part, right? So you specify the watermark column, the watermark table name, which is PG bench history, mode, which is append. Upsert mode is also supported in the sense that if there is a row on the target, then instead of like appending, it would basically upsert during the sync. You have parallelism. Here I'm having 32 threads. This is the number of threads under the covers that PeerDB would spin up, right, to improve the performance on the of the sync, right? This is all taken care by PeerDB under the covers. You just need to run this simple SQL command. The refresh interval is in seconds, so every 10 seconds this sync would run, right? You can set it up to minutes or like days or weeks, whatever is like whatever you want. Then you have the batch duration timestamp. This is the size of the partition. So this is 10 seconds, every 10 seconds. So basically the size of the partition is 10 seconds, and each thread would basically, pick up 10 seconds of data and put it to the target. The sync data format is Avro, and the destination table name on Snowflake is PJ bench history. So let's go ahead and kick off the mirror, right? So PeerDB should start the jobs under the covers. Let's go ahead and take a look at the jobs. Okay, so 32 jobs have started, and they are, basically starting to sync data. Let's see what is going on PeerDB. If you see CPU is being used, which is like 80 percent, right? And this is where the Avro conversion is happening, right? And then you're also seeing network. So some threads are reading data, right? Like, and some threads are basically, like converting it to Avro. So you see like great utilization here, right? So let's continue running, and let's see. There is some disk also going on. So this is where PeerDB writes those Avro files to local disk and then stages them to Snowflake. There is an option where you can use S3 as the stage. So there is no like need of using the local disk. So there is an option in the while creating the mirror, which will actually stage these files on S3 and then put them into the Snowflake target table. So that is also supported. Okay, 601. Okay, the staging is done, right? Like, and all the threads have finished. The last step is basically merging the files in the stage to Snowflake, right? This should get done pretty soon, right? You can also query rows on the Snowflake peer from the same interface. So let's go ahead and run that query. Should get done pretty soon. So the large merge step is finishing up. And if you actually go to Snowflake and look at activity, you should be seeing that merge going on here, right? So this is the, the copy command, and then, like, if it's if it's upsert, then it would merge, or else it's just the copy command actually. Done. So let's go ahead and see whether there are rows. Perfect. So you see the 110 million rows on Snowflake, and let's go ahead and see the Postgres peer also to make sure, you know the data is correctly synced, right? This is the data validation part, and you see the count matching, right? So it basically took a matter of 5 minutes to sync 110 million rows from Postgres to Snowflake, and the job is still running. So as I add more rows to my source table, it would pick up and sync it to Snowflake. So this is the initial load part. And then as data comes in, like, it would, PeerDB would spin up 32 threads, convert it to Avro, stage them on Snowflake, and then copy it to the target table, right? So all of this plumbing is taken care by PeerDB. You just needed to run a single, like, create mirror command. Thank you.